Hello Sim Racers, how's everyone doing? I'm back with another GT Sport Daily Race video, and I know it's been a while since my last one. Lately I've just gotten a bit busy with work. As the flying is starting to increase, pretty soon I'll also be resuming my work soon. So I've just been busy catching up with all the manuals and latest changes on A320. However, I will be regular very soon. Thanks for sticking with the channel, and a shout out to all of you. So in this video we are at Monza Daily Race A, and this was I think last to last week. This was a really good race, but with a fair share of penalty punishment of GT Sport. As you can see here that I am doing this video with my main account. I know, you must be thinking I'm an idiot for choosing to race with my main account at Monza with standing grid start. But it looked like a good idea at that point, as I did a couple of races with my second account and was able to survive without much incidents. So I thought I might as well get some points in my main account. Let's see if I made a wrong call by doing this race, or will I survive Monza? Also, one thing I want to ask all of you is that I'm considering of upgrading my setup. As of now I use a PS4 Logitech G29 wheel and pedal set, and I do all my editing and recording on my old MacBook Pro. But it's starting to show signs of wear, and I'm thinking of getting a PC build for sim racing, as that will allow me to upload videos in higher quality and also do some iRacing and Assetto Corsa Competizione on PC. Do let me know in comments if you think I should upgrade to a PC or not. I will continue to play on PS4 and will continue to have Formula 1 and GT Sport on PS4 on the channel, and maybe iRacing and Assetto Corsa Competizione on the PC. So let me know what you think I should do. And getting back to the race now. It was race A in a Group 4 car, and the cars were provided. And as always, it was a Peugeot fest. Almost everyone in this lobby is in a Peugeot except for that one guy in Audi TT. Audi TT is also good here, but it does not have the top end speed. So I also decided to go with the Peugeot, even though I do not like driving this car. So for standing start, as always, we selected traction control to 1, and as soon as we have the grip, traction control back to 0. I'm going with brake balance of +3 here, and just want to survive the turn 1 at Monza. We start to brake very early here, avoiding the car in front of us. Managed turn 1 quite well, managed turn 2 quite well, and the game says welcome to the race, and we get a 1 second penalty and SR down. And we don't even have a reason why we get that 1 second penalty. It didn't even say it's for collision with another car, as clearly I could not have done anything to avoid hitting into him. I was following my line, avoiding the car on my left and right, and the guy got spun on the curb. He hit me on the side, and the game decides to give me a 1 second penalty. So yeah, and there goes my hopes of gaining any DR points in this race. And at this point of time I was literally kicking myself as to why did I enter a Monza race with my main account. But I decided to continue and thought to myself, maybe if I can even get back to 4th position, it will not be that bad. But pretty soon what I was going to realize that this was a very dirty lobby, and the players were getting penalties left, right and center, and this guy just spun himself out, late braking there. He already had a penalty, so this race is over for him. So as of now we are into 3rd position, and I was just wondering whether I will at least be able to get back to the 4th position, as we get passed by 2 cars here. We are 6th now and we are 7th now. So just braking slightly early for the Ascari, as we have a bit of slipstream ahead of us. And I thought to myself, maybe we can redeem this if I can maybe get my head down and drive a bit better. So this German ahead of us, and we'll just try to overtake him at the Parabolica. But not yet, as I was clearly way behind of him on the inside line and I had to back out of it. So even in the slipstream, I'm not gaining that much time as I would have liked. Let's see if we can maybe get on the inside line and try to outbrake him on the turn 1 and maybe not get punted into Shadowrell. So we did a better job at turn 1 and we avoided him, and that was a fair move. So we are back to 6th position now, the Super GT position, and I would really like to get a few more places before this race ends. And we did the fastest first sector, that's nice, and this guy is again off the track, and I am hoping that these guys will murder each other and will give me a pass through. Negotiating Lesmo 2, and this guy just shrugs that guy off, and he didn't even realize that he was pushing someone else off the track. He got a 4-second penalty for that, and quite rightly so. So here the penalty system working fine. I slightly outbrake myself there and gave a slight tap to the guy in front. Luckily I didn't get a penalty for that. You're never sure when you're going to get a penalty in this game now. So right now I'm thinking to myself that we are 4th now and the guy ahead of us has a 4-second penalty, so that's a sure shot podium position at least, as long as I don't make any mistake. But what you're going to see after Parabolica is something that I didn't understand why that guy was doing it. So keep a look at the radar, and you can see on the radar that the Spaniard just comes from the right of us and is pushing us off the track. I can't understand why he was doing that. He clearly just overtook me and he can see me that I am there, and he was pushing me off the track. He already has a half a second penalty, and he gets a wheel spin at the curbs and just shrugs us, and we get an SR down again. What a good race. So I had to be extremely careful from now on, as so I didn't want any of these idiots around me to hit me. As far as the Italian is concerned, he's giving some serious competition to the Spaniard in terms of being dirty, as you will see just after the second Lesmo. So we get past the Spaniard, just braking before the 50-meter board for Lesmo 1. And now just coming up on the Lesmo 2, just keep your eyes on the Italian. So he just makes his way by pushing him off the track, and at this point he's more or less driving like a Delhiite, I must say. And what happened there was this is from the Spaniard's perspective, and just see. And just have a look here. So many penalties in this lobby. Luckily I have made my way through, and I'm at the 2nd position now, and at this point of time I just want to get away from this bunch as quickly as possible. So we'll just try to stay behind the guy in the number 1 spot, and he just gave himself a penalty. This is turning out to be much better than I thought, and maybe we can win this race after all. So we are coming up towards the end of the 3rd lap, and the guy in number 1 position has a 1-second penalty. So all that's left to do now is just hold on to our line, and we will be able to overtake him after the 2nd Lesmo and maybe get ourselves a win. and he makes it even easier for us. He has another track limit penalty. So in total he has a 2.5 second penalty now. I guess the pressure got to him. And just he's serving his penalty here and we go past. So only 2 corners remaining now, the Ascari and the Parabolica. And braking just after the slip road. And we did quite well for the Ascari. Now for the Parabolica, and the second guy is almost 2.5 seconds back. And so we just have to play it safe and get ourselves a win at Monza in a very dirty lobby. I'm probably gonna get an SR down for this race. I don't know how much, I hope I don't get a reset. But at least it'll be some points for my DR. So let's see what this race has done for my SR. And yes, I get an SR reset. I don't know what wrong I did there, but we are at SRA now. So some good, some bad in the race. That's GT Sport Online Racing for you. And the biggest takeaway from this race is that do not race at Monza with your main account, no matter what combination. So I hope you enjoyed the race. As always, it's nice to hear from all of you. And if you have any doubts about the game, just drop a comment and I'll try my best to help you out. So that's it from me in this video and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.